Hello, y'all. Welcome to Jackalope Tales, Urban Legends, and Music, where we uncover, is it real? Or is it a jackalope tale? I'm your host, Charles Mooney.
And I'm Lisa Umbarger.
Hey.
And Charles and I are founding members of the Toadies.
Yes.
And now we're podcasting about it.
Well, that'd be kind of boring, so we ended up branching out into stories.
Yeah, we're doing stories about music and whatnot.
But we'll throw our shit in every now and then.
We're going to do a little bit today.
And we're going to throw,
Because we have a doozy today.
Oh, man, this is a good one.
We're going to talk about how two cartoon dudes totally wreaked havoc on Winger and Grim Reaper.
Oh, God.
Yep, we're going to talk about Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, I loved the show when it came out. I mean, it took everything by storm. I mean,
it was so different. Even the illustration of it, the animation was scratchy and
yes, it wasn't a polished look. I mean, and it was just crude.
And it was two dudes sitting on a couch talking shit about music videos.
Yeah.
It's kind of like us, two people sitting and talking shit about other bands.
It's like fucking early reaction videos on YouTube.
It totally is.
Fuck it is.
It's what it is. It's the first reaction videos were Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. And they were great. Oh my God.
They got the Toadies.
Yes. And you know what? I was out of the band when that came out. And when I saw that, it was like, holy fuck, the Toadies have hit another level.
Well, we did too. We got early notification that we were going to be on Beavis and
Butthead.
You did?
Okay,
Yeah.
they told you.
They told us. And they actually like us because Mike Judge is from Texas.
Right.
From Garland or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we knew it showing up, and they're like, don't be mad at us. And we're like, how could we be mad? We're going to be on Beavis and Butthead.
So there was no anxiety about, are they going to sling us through
No,
the
we
mud?
actually wanted them to a little
I
bit,
can
you
see
know,
that.
we actually wanted, so they kind of did. First of all, the Toadies are the only band that showed up with they reviewed the same video. I'm saying they reviewed it, but they watched the same video in two different seasons. Season 6 and season 7, they watched Possum Kingdom.
Did they? 2 different times?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I remember the one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to
They did
find
it twice.
Wow.
Episode 6.
Yeah.
And so the first one, they start off, the music starts, and Todd's saying, make up my mind.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, I already made up my mind. This sucks.
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, that's so awesome.
I know. It's like just getting a nod from Mike Judge.
Oh, fuck yeah.
For your stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
you wanted to be on Beavis and Butthead.
Because I think I remember reading where that was, I don't know if that's the case now, but that was the biggest show that MTV had had.
Oh,
and
easy.
It just took everything by storm. There were fucking Beavis and Butthead shirts. I mean, that said TP for your bunghole or all the different phrases they have.
Bungholio, where he's got his shirt over his...
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm Bungholio.
Oh, it was so good. And that's even where I realized that, Hank Hill, who went on to be King of the Hill, but he was in Beavis and Butthead as Tom Anderson.
Yes.
Because I remember when they took care of his poodle and, and I just remember him saying, what the hell did you do to my poodle? Because it's like they made it purple and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they just didn't give shits about anything.
Right.
And they got drunk drinking non-alcoholic beer. I mean, or they thought they were drunk.
Right. But they ate too much sugar, and it was great. Yeah. And they watched videos, which was really cool.
That was the music tie-in.
But they broke a lot of bands.
Oh.
So,
and in this instance,
they actually propelled their career, and then they broke a lot of bands, ruined their careers.
Oh, yeah. And of course,
broken.
We don't focus on the positive, do we?
No, we don't.
No. positive is boring.
Yeah,
Let's
we're not
focus
looking
on-
at the white zombies because white zombie
Oh,
became a thing because
I saw
Beavis and
that
Butthead.
too. It was like they really loved them and they had their video. And then in a week, I think they said they sold triple platinum
yeah,
from one episode
right.
of just these two punk ass kids.
And there's
giving a
no
review.
way MTV would ever play that video.
No,
Really, MTV wasn't playing that video.
no.
So Mike Judge puts it on Beavis and Butthead, and all of a sudden it's like, well, we want to see this video too. We don't just want to see New Kids on the Block.
It came in solid rotation after that.
So good.
Oh, that was so cool. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about Winger.
Yeah. Do you want to go? You go
I'll go
last.
Okay.
And the
okay.
reason why I'm going to say you go last is because when you look up bands that Beavis and Butthead ruined,
yeah,
this is the classic case.
Oh, it is.
This is the one. And they did ruin some other bands. They hated hair metal.
Yeah.
But most of those bands had already had their heyday in the 80s. But some of them were still hanging on in the 90s and trying to kickstart their careers.
Oh, yeah.
And
then the shirts you had them wearing, Metallica and AC/DC. So they love metal, but when it came to hair metal,
they hated it.
Oh.
And we're going to talk about a couple of those bands that fell on the other side, but Winger, you go last because that one's
it is the quintessential ruining.
And Kip is still salty about it. So
yeah.
So I've got Grim Reaper.
Okay. Yeah. Grim Reaper.
And we talked about Beavis and Butthead thoroughly roasted hair metal bands.
Uh-huh.
Grim Reaper wasn't really hair metal.
Right.
They were just they were kind of glam rock, very British. Wore a lot of spandex at first, and then they wore some leather, but they all have like satanic titles to their songs.
Yeah.
And their videos all look post-apocalyptic and just kind of weird. Cause I did watch some of their videos.
Now, did that style of music fit their image? Or was
not
it
how they looked? Cause they looked like they were going to go exercise with Jane Fonda. And then they're singing like,
okay,
devil in hell, you know, kind of, but they didn't have the,
because there's
monster voice. They're like,
no,
kind of hell.
No, you did that good.
Thank you. Should be
okay, because you've got the cool leather like Rob Halford, Judas Priest with spikes coming out.
Right.
I mean,
you could put them in.
Carried it well,
right? You could put them in. Judas Priest did it way better category, right?
Yeah.
So you could do that.
Gotcha. I'm with you. Okay.
So, by the time Beavis and Butthead got a hold of Grim Reaper videos, Grim Reaper had already hung up their spandex, and they were pretty much retired. They weren't really touring or anything.
Okay.
So, I think it was 88. Grim Reaper was like, "Yeah, we're done."
Okay.
And then Beavis and Butthead was like, "Let's have some fun with this super shitty video." And so they played the video for "See You in Hell."
Okay.
This is the one where they're wearing spandex kind of, and Charles, the video. They're bad videos. They're bad videos. But the "See You in Hell" video, they quipped. So actually, Beavis and Butthead, this is the only band where they played all three of their videos. So the band only had 3 videos, and Beavis and Butthead through the years played all 3 Grim Reaper videos because they had to.
Oh my God.
It was a dog pile.
Wow.
So here's the quips. They said that they look like Spinal Tap.
Okay.
And they do, because they're like headbands and spandex, and they look like Spinal Tap.
Okay.
And I was looking, I was like, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They said that Butthead says, "I think I saw him at State Fair last year." I'm not doing a good. And then it goes on. Yeah, they won the blue ribbon and pigs. Blue ribbon for pigs. And because the singer's got kind of a puffy face. They're not fat.
Right.
He's just got kind of a puffy face.
Okay.
Yeah, so he got a blue ribbon in the pig contest. And during the Fear No Evil video,
Yeah.
the band is riding on this crazy Mad Max tank looking thing. You know, they obviously decorated and put like teeth on it and stuff, but it looks like Mad Max.
Oh, God.
And
Oh, no.
and then they quip, Grim Reapers suck so bad they have to ride in and an armored tank to their shows.
Oh my God, that's
the
funny.
band's on top of the
Oh
tank.
my God.
It's like, oh shit.
Oh, damn.
So they
that's
really just
funny.
like, it was the
Yeah.
complete smackdown.
God,
And
you make me want to go back and watch it.
You
Okay.
have to go and
Yeah, I
watch
got to. Yeah.
because it's fucking hilarious.
Oh.
So anyway, in the See You in Hell video, the singer Steve Grimmett,
Yeah.
which by the way he passed away in
Oh.
2022.
Oh, yeah.
But he looks like Benny Hill in a wig, and Beavis and Butthead missed a great opportunity because their hair is all really long and it looks like wigs.
Whoa.
And he's got that round, puffy,
Yes,
British,
the
pasty
puffy
face,
yeah.
and he looks just like Benny Hill. Go back and watch it because I was like, "Oh my God, why didn't they say?"
Holy crap! I know. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, but he looks like
God.
Benny Hill singing in it, and it's so goofy looking anyway. It could be Benny Hill.
Oh,
It's
I'm
bad.
getting mental images that are just gonna destroy my brain cells.
And I'm just wondering, do like old British guys just all start looking like Benny Hill? Maybe. I don't know.
Now, did the guy have like a pudgy stomach and stuff?
Yeah, he
where
was
the
getting a
leather
little
wasn't
bit. Yeah, he
right
was getting
for
a
him?
little bit more pudgy because they're gotten older.
Oh,
But the fake wigs, you know, where he's like
oh God.
pulling his wig back, and it's obviously fake, and they're not used to having hair.
Oh,
Right. It's because sticking. My
it's
face.
like this is really good that they quit
oh my God,
and they called it a day.
right? And they did
Oh.
not end on a high note.
Oh,
Well, except for the singing like this. Anyway, so Steve has said, the singer has said many times during interviews that that they thought it was funny.
okay, yeah.
So they had good humor about it. But yeah, I think part of it is, you know, they weren't even really playing at the time. And it did also
Yeah.
say in the next breath, well, I mean, if we didn't say it was funny, it would probably be worse. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So they're going, we're just going to go with it.
Ah,
And the videos suck, and we know that they suck, and we're embarrassed by them. And Beavis and Butthead were right.
oh,
So
man.
they're rolling with it. But I think there was probably a little bit, you know, yeah, it was kind of funny, and oh shit, we really did have to ride in an armored vehicle to our shows because we did suck. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they. I don't know. I wasn't back there watching them in the 1988.
No, I didn't even see them or hear them.
So, but you know, even with them saying that it was funny, it did affect their career later because they did try to get back together.
Oh, really?
Yes. So
I can see where that could work the other way because it's like you end up having that kind of comeuppance from them doing negative reviews because, I mean, sadly, it's almost comical, but that could make you popular
exactly.
again.
Because the kids who were still listening to that kind of music are like, quit making fun of them, Beavis and Butthead,
Yeah.
and like going out and buying some more of their albums, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And new people who never knew who they were exposed to Grim Reaper now, right?
Yeah.
So kids in the 90s who didn't like Pearl Jam are going, okay, I could dig on some Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
And so
Yes,
they had
right?
they kind of had a resurgence. So they tried to get back together. And
oh no, Benny Hill came back, huh?
and so they were in demand, especially in countries like Germany,
Okay. Oh,
But-
I could see that.
right? Because
Yeah.
Germany is really, really known for supporting acts that suck. They're notorious for it. Like, I think David Hasselhoff,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my God!
Right?
Breaking down the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they can like David Hasselhoff,
Oh,
they'll
God.
like Grim Reaper,
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was kind of probably around the same time. When was Baywatch?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ugh. So
Uh,
anyway, I mean, but Anyway, anyone who can support David Hasselhoff, come on.
That's
you have
a
to have a sense
valid
of humor
point.
about this.
Oh my God.
And it probably is not the kids today. It was their grandparents. So, you kids, we're good with you.
Yep, we're good with you now.
So anyway, they really struggled to find a record deal. And they were getting all this notoriety and everything, but the Beavis and Butthead, instead of seeing that this band is actually getting a resurgence in popularity,
Right.
the record people were going, everyone's saying you suck. I just hear you suck.
Yeah,
And
right.
so they wouldn't sign them. They really had trouble finding a record
Oh,
deal.
wow.
They were doing a lot of, I think they released 2 albums and they did it independently on their own afterwards.
Oh,
I know,
it's
isn't
like
it
watching
sad?
a wreck happen.
I know.
Yeah,
it's bad.
it makes you hurt.
So now, with those few independent records and festivals under their belt, they're still best known for being the blue ribbon winner in the pig contest. That's what everyone knows them for now. Isn't that horrible? You have all of these records out that you're really proud of,
Oh, yeah.
and people know you as
I know. But
they
it
were
was,
in a state fair.
boy, they asked for it. When you name your band Grim Reaper,
Do you remember the album covers when we worked at Sound Warehouse?
I kind of do.
They looked like they were going to be heavier.
Right. Like a Metal Blade
Right,
Records
exactly.
band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you listen to it and it's like, I'm singing really high. It was like, they looked like Loverboy.
Oh,
In that
no.
one video,
Yeah.
it's like, and Beavis and Butthead, again, make fun of what they're wearing, as well they should.
Yeah.
But they look like Jane Fonda or Loverboy or someone picked out their costumes,
Wow.
stage attire. Anyway,
I mean, they asked for it.
so they never could quite get everything off the ground after
Oh,
Beavis and Butthead gave them the business.
Although it would be funny as hell to wear a Grim Reaper shirt.
Oh my God,
I
right?
need to go on Amazon and see if I can find one. That would be great. One Grim Reaper
Right.
fan.
And see who comes and talks to you.
Oh my God. It's a test for science.
Right.
Yeah.
And then on the back, you can say, won the blue ribbon pig at the last year's state fair.
Oh, a Grim Reaper with a pig face.
Oh, actually, a Grim Reaper shirt with state fair appearances on the back, just like everyone's state fair.
God, yes.
I want that shirt.
We're marketing. Okay. Keep an eye for a Jackalope store.
Okay, let's hear Winger.
Yes. You're right. This was the epitome of band just collapse from Beavis and Butthead. Those who don't know Winger, I mean, good God. What'd they sing? 17, I guess, was their biggest hit.
Yeah. And it was a pretty...
only 17. I can't
It was
sing
a
that
big
like you can sing
hit.
Grim Reaper.
It was a big hit.
It was big. I mean, they were around, I guess, like with Poison, Rat,
Yep.
all those others during that era of
And they
metal.
had the handsome singer and bass player. He played bass, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Kip
You're
was the
right.
bass player and singer.
Oh, the
long
hairy
hair,
chest,
beautiful
and just-
man.
Oh God, yeah, they were at the height of hair metal dominance and on top of the world in the late '80s and the early '90s. But like we've been saying, grunge music destroyed a lot of those bands, but it wasn't in this situation. MTV would put their videos on heavy airplay. I mean, the video for 17,
Yeah.
Headed for a Heartbreak. At one point, they were the most requested clips of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember seeing it a lot.
Oh, yeah. That helped. I mean, when you've got MTV supporting you, we saw it so many times back in that day. Some band, and then they're on MTV with a cool video, and then
Blow up.
boom. But just to show the power of Beavis and Butthead, that before the Beavis and Butthead was even on, there was a Metallica video, Nothing Else Matters. And in that video, Lars is throwing darts at a Kip Winger poster in the studio.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it kind of made some people like laugh about it and be like, Winger, ha ha ha, the Metallica hates him. But it didn't do nearly the damage that Beavis and Butthead did. So it really shows the power of this cartoon. And like you said, I mean, Beavis and Butthead ranted about White Zombie, and they went triple platinum overnight. Right. The show was the biggest show in MTV history. But Winger, the former guitarist of Winger, his name's Rob Beach. He said in an interview when he was asked if Beavis and Butthead led to the disbanding, he said, and they disbanded in 1994. He said, absolutely it did, hugely. As a matter of fact, we were on the road and selling out theaters, and we were on the bus, and this kid said, hey, you guys got to see this cartoon. I brought you a VHS of it.
Oh, no.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that Beavis and Butthead even did a review of a Winger video. It was...
right, it was their friend Stuart
that was
wearing the shirt?
So Winger was in the bus, and they put it in the VHS tape. And in the cartoon that this kid had recorded for Winger, the episode they saw, Beavis and Butthead hang this kid from his underwear from a tree, and he's wearing a Winger t-shirt, and he was overweight, and his name was Stuart. I mean, and then he's in every episode just about. He's the one that they just don't want to have anything to do with.
Right, they kind of pick on him a little bit.
Yep. And then there was one episode where they even went to his house, to Stuart's house, and the parents are wearing Winger t-shirts, and the dog is wearing a Winger t-shirt. And everyone in the family is just nerds. So Winger sees this. And it's like, I mean, I don't think they looked at it as welcomely as others
find
did.
It humorous?
No, I don't think they did. And in fact, the weeks that followed that Beavis and Butthead show airing, Winger had to cancel the tour because people wouldn't be caught dead buying a ticket to the Winger shows.
Holy shit.
I mean, and Mike Judge has gone on record saying that it wasn't anything personal against Winger, but
it was.
But to have Stewart on with Winger on the shirt of Stewart's shirt, it was just a joke that stuck. They tried just seeing how it looked on his shirt, and it looked good. And you're right. There's a little more to that, maybe, because there was a rumor that Kip Winger told MTV that they needed to stop the show from slamming the band and threatened a lawsuit of Beavis and Butthead and MTV. And as a result, Mike Judge amped up his attack at Winger. So that's maybe when he made the episode of
with the dog and everyone
the dog and all
Winger.
the parents wearing Winger apparel.
God dang it.
I mean, you got to be careful who you fuck with.
Yeah, don't fuck with Soundmen. Don't fuck with Mike Judge.
Yeah. Kip Winger, he did state officially that Beavis and Butthead was the nail in the coffin for the band. And it was where now Kip is claiming that they never did sue MTV and Beavis and Butthead, but he's never really said if he ever said that to MTV. And I can see you get in a panic when you're getting attacked, and as hardcore as they were getting attacked every episode, this nerd kid's wearing your shirt.
Right. And can I just say, 1994, they lasted longer than most hair bands.
True.
And you said they're playing theaters.
Yeah.
They were playing arenas before that.
Yeah.
So they were already,
It was
dialing it back.
Yeah.
And it's good to blame Beavis and Butthead if you want, but the musical taste of America changed.
Yeah. No.
Completely.
Everything. It really did. It just all seemed to take a big turn at that point.
Right.
Now, Kip and Mike Judge seem to have made amends So, but I don't know. I mean, how I can see Kip holding a grudge. And
Yeah.
didn't you meet
Yes.
Kip? I got to hear this
So
because we were preparing this, and you're like, "I've met Kip."
I've met Kip.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Holy fuck! When did you meet Kip?"
It would have been in 95.
Okay, Winger disbanded,
And
okay.
he did not have long hair. He had short hair, but he was wearing like a leather vest and leather pants and had a bunch of rings on. So he was definitely rock dude.
Okay, was he showing his hairy chest?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Most
Kip Winger.
definitely.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it was
God.
I want to say it was in Santa Fe.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing we were doing our own little tour, and Sugar Ray was opening up for us.
Okay.
And we came in through the front, and the guy that was at the door was like, "Hey, I have someone here that wants to meet y'all." And we're going, "Okay."
And this is
All right.
Santa Fe.
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
Santa Fe. It was either in New Mexico or Arizona.
Yeah,
I have that.
interesting state for Kip Winger to be in.
Right. So
Okay.
it might have been Arizona, but I want to say it was
He may
New
have just
Mexico.
run to the desert after
man, it's like-
being sabotaged.
Right. And so he came up to us and he was like, "Hey, Kip Winger." Or actually said, "I'm Kip." And we're like, "Hey, how's it going, Kip?" And he's like,
Did you know who it was?
"No," because his hair was all cut off.
Okay. Yeah, because if
And-
you'd seen the long mane.
Right, I
then you'd be
might have
like,
recognized
"Oh my
him.
God."
Plus, he did look a little older.
Yeah.
And it was out of context, right? Because if
Yeah.
I saw him like on a stage, it would be really. It was like, "Oh, that's Kip Winger."
Of course.
But,
he doesn't have a bass on her.
No, and he was like, "Hey, I'm Kip," and we're like, "Hey, Kip," and we're just like talking to him like, he was someone who worked there or something. We didn't know.
yeah.
And he's like, "Kip Winger," and we're like, "Oh fuck!" We're like, "Kip Winger," and then he saw the recognition on our face, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm Kip Winger," and so we had a
hear
conversation.
that.
He was
I'm Kip,
very
Kip Winger.
He was very, very nice.
Okay.
I didn't know about the Beavis and Butthead feedback then.
Yeah.
Because we probably would have said something. I'm so glad we didn't know.
Oh, shit.
But he was very
Okay.
nice and stayed for the show.
Yeah.
And we
Okay.
talked to him a little bit afterwards.
Oh, that's
So-
sad. Nice guy, but
Right. Very, very nice guy. I don't have anything other than that experience of him,
but
nice
yeah.
guy.
Well, and I mean, the way you and I were back in that day, we were so anti hair metal.
Oh my God.
I mean,
yeah. And you missed the fact that Sugar Ray was opening for us. And that was back in the Sugar Ray before they had their hits, where they were still doing their rap rock thing.
oh God,
We
Yeah.
did make really good friends with them though,
really
too.
because of course you always want the lead singer getting in fights with people because someone said sugar gay.
Oh,
And
see,
he gets into this big old fight with some kid.
I just know that he, when we got in a barroom brawl, he came to my
No
defense.
way.
Yeah, I was
Well,
having
that's cool to hear.
having to beat up some bouncers. They were beating up kids, and Sugar Ray, like, I don't know where my band went.
Oh no!
My band's gone,
Wait,
and I'm
what
getting-
the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just you?
Yeah, and I'm beating up some bouncers that are beating some kids, and the show stopped because I threw down my bass. And you know who came to my protection? Sugar Ray. That's who.
Oh.
I mean, they're named after a fighter. They should, right?
Well, hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, damn. Kudos to Sugar
yep.
Ray.
And then they thanked us on their record that was the hit. See,
Damn.
it all comes around.
It really does.
Maybe Kip will say something on his next record.
Well, I know. And do you want
shit.
Kip to say something nice about you?
Ooh,
Oh.
it's like it's got tainted.
It's
No,
like-
tainted.
Yeah, it's like when the nerd says, "Hey, you're my best friend." Then
Don't tell anyone.
your high school's ruined.
Oh man. Oh shit.
Ooh.
This is a good part of the show.
There ain't nothing nerdy
About
the
kazoo?
kazoo. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be talented to play it. I mean, I'm serious. It takes some pipes.
I
And,
tried. I couldn't get a
right. It takes
out
some
of there.
talent.
I know, it really does. Oh,
So we're to the Lone Star Salute. We're gonna talk about your 1-star reviews of things that suck.
yeah.
This sucks.
We need a sound effect that's the
Right.
the Beavis sound.
Right.
So yeah, we wanted to always searching for those things where people are sick of something, hate something. We love to read that stuff.
Right. Dogpile on Kip Winger.
Oh man, yeah.
All right.
Now you know what? You want to go first on this one?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I am going to review the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Okay. And I haven't seen that.
I haven't either, but I
Love the
haven't
show.
been.
See, when they
I
take
haven't been
shows,
propelled to do it.
Yeah, when they take shows and make them into movies.
Although South Park was a really great movie. Yeah, Blame
That was-
Canada.
That was such an exception to the rule.
Yep.
Oh,
Fighting Canada is hilarious. So
yeah, buddy.
right. So if Beavis and Butthead fought Canadians, it could be hilarious.
Oh, that could be
like the
really
Bare
cool.
Naked Ladies. They just review like Canadian bands.
Oh, they could do that.
Yep. All right. So let's get into it. So the title of this is Dumb Movie, and this is reviewed by Anonymous. And Anonymous says, the humor is shallow and primitive, targeted at an audience of similar level as the two main characters in the movie. It's another attempt to ridicule America rather than entertain viewers. Also, one of the discs is in Russian and cannot be played in the United States. Can you imagine? Like he put it in, but they thought it sucked so much that they put in the second disc. So did it really suck, Mr. Anonymous, Mrs. Anonymous?
Right. And it's some Beavis and Butthead
Right, it's a
bootleg.
And it's a double
Sent
thing, and
from Russia.
it's in Russia. Russian. All right. So it's this person. I'm calling him he, but it could be a woman, but it
Right.
sounds like a he.
Yeah.
This again proves that Beavis and Butthead are un-American and probably commie. If I could give 0 stars, I would.
Oh.
Whoever said Beavis and Butthead were commies?
Oh, please. I mean, when you go in to see a movie called Beavis and Butthead
Do America?
what do you expect?
Come on.
Like some patriotic
Right, there's going to be some
nostalgia.
flag waving, and we're going to sing
Talk about the Liberty
national
Bell
anthem.
and-
Right.
I know. It's like, no.
Right.
They're going to fuck it up. So, I don't know. I just love the fact that they got a Russian copy.
I know, right? Well, I mean,
I would love to hear the voices of
oh my
Russians
God. Well,
if they did the
they said it couldn't
voiceover.
play because
It was a whole different, whatever,
right,
region.
PAL
thing.
versus whatever. Isn't it PAL is PAL is what plays in other regions?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to see it, you got to order a player
Right, 'cause-
from Russia.
Well, I learned that. I was in the UK and I bought some discs, some DVDs,
Yeah.
and they won't play because I don't have the right kind of DVD player. When I got home, and I was like, God dang it!
What the hell scam
No one
is
told me.
that? I know, right?
Because they have all these music videos we can't get here, or they did. Now internet, hi, we can get anything we want,
Thank God for internet.
right? All right, what do you have?
Well, it was interesting how this one came about because when we were talking about the bands that were affected by Beavis and Butthead,
Yeah.
you mentioned a band called Kix.
Oh God, they hated Kicks.
And it's not Kick, it's Kix.
Right, because you got to trick up the name.
Yeah. And you know what was really a challenge was finding negative reviews about Winger.
That's funny.
I went into it thinking this is shooting fish in a barrel. This is going to be
Right.
easy peasy. No.
Really?
It's like
No one's a critic of.
everyone who wanted to comment about a Winger CD, Winger show, I even went with Kip's solo stuff. They love it. And
Maybe
so,
they should get back together then.
I don't know, but maybe there's that nostalgia aspect for these reviewers. They just, they love Winger because they loved Winger back then. I don't know. But that led me to then pull up Kix reviews,
Right.
and I got the cereal. Did you ever eat Kix as a kid?
I never did.
Okay.
But I remember seeing the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kix looked boring. I think kind of like the
It
band.
does look boring.
I needed sugary goodness.
Yeah, it's just little balls.
Right. I needed shapes. I ate Lucky Charms. So I wanted shapes
with
of
the
things.
Marshmallows
Right.
in it and everything.
Little shapes of things.
Oh, see? And the toy surprise in there from the old days.
Yes. But if I was going to eat a round ball cereal, it was going to be the Captain Crunch peanut butter crunch berries. Remember those? Or
I enjoy the Reese's one too.
oh man, right? Any peanut butter thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I gotta watch my carbs. But anyway, so I found negative reviews about Kix cereal.
You know what? It's not that far of a stretch.
It's not, because you could almost take these reviews and apply them to
The metal band.
Yeah, the glamour metal. And so we've got someone, I'm going to read a couple different ones because they don't make cereal reviews very long. But this one from MK says, smells and tastes like chemicals. I used to buy this product for my children when they were very small, so I know what it used to be. This stuff is not fit for human consumption, especially for children. I don't think it's actually food, but just some bioengineered junk. Unbelievable what passes for food these days. I threw it away after opening. Buyer beware.
Okay, it's cereal. It's processed. It's some crap. So you're going to expect what? Some healthy shit in a box
I guess
that's got pictures of sugar beads hanging all over it.
Right.
No, come on.
This guy, he bought the berry kicks. And he said, I tried giving this a try. It used to be my favorite as a child, but like a lot of the reviewers stated, it hardly has any flavor. When you add milk to it, it tastes like plain kicks. If I wanted plain kicks, I would have bought that. What a disappointment.
Okay, well, you take that and cut and paste onto a Kix album review. Because that would be hilarious as an album review, like you're reviewing a cereal.
I mean, because blah, bland, no taste, that's hair metal.
Right. Milk, talk about how white they are.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because they're doughy little white guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It applies. So that way we're tying Kix cereal into hair metal.
It works.
It does.
But we need to take those, and I think I might do this evening. Go on Amazon and cut out. Were those Amazon reviews of the cereal?
They were Amazon.
And I'm going to cut out the reviews verbatim and just put them in the Kix
Clever.
rock band review.
Clever. I like that.
I think we're going to do it just to have fun. Except I'm going to give it 5 stars. 5 stars.
Oh, hell yeah.
This was bland and boring.
I know. And then someone said the bag was wet, so it's like, ooh.
Except I'm going to change it to sack. The sack was wet.
Without the K. Yeah.
Yeah.
SAC. Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Hark.
It's the happy ending.
That ain't no Grim Reaper.
Nope.
Oh, fuck that.
But I want to sing like that.
It's the happy ending. Oh, God.
Yep. So, shout out to all the cartoons that are keeping reality on check.
I know. I've loved cartoons.
Right.
Certain ones, such an impact on me. And Beavis and Butthead was one of them.
Poke fun at real life. Keep society on check.
Yeah, God.
That's what cartoons should be.
Not always politically correct.
Right.
I know. They need to push the envelope. We try. We just give it a nudge.
Sometimes we punch it in the face. Yeah. A little bit.
Just
a
like
little
you
bit.
and Bouncers and Sugar Ray.
Oh, man.
Oh, way to go.
Oh, man. But, so today's stories are pretty well documented. Mm-hmm. These aren't jackalope tales.
No.
Although, the people who are telling the stories, Kip Winger and Steve, who's the singer for Grim Reaper,
Yeah,
might be,
They
kind
have,
of bending the truth a little
and
bit to
they have
fit their narrative.
side of the story. It doesn't necessarily mean everyone sees it that way.
Right. When you watch a car crash, everyone's going to see it a different way. And these are kind of car crashes, just a little bit.
Good analogy. Yeah. Oh, they were, bad. There was a murder and a death. At
so
the
much
car.
murders and deaths in Beavis.
God.
So everyone, thank you for listening, and please check out check out our podcast every Wednesday, and look for us on the socials.
Yep. And then we're going to have Jackalope Tales BC every Monday, where we're digging into stuff and going through toady history. Just a short little thing.
Yeah.
So podcast, BCs, and then ADs coming in the future.
Yeah, and we'll fill you in on that when we hit it.
Oh, yeah. All we can say is velvet curtains.
Oh, so many. Velvet igloo. Dude.
Oh, bam. There you go. But yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, rate, watch the podcast on YouTube on the Jackalope Tales channel, or listen to it on all the different podcast sites.
All right. And join us next time as we question, is it real or is it a jackalope tale?
Shoot. I don't know. I keep asking myself that every time.
Or is it just Beavis and Butthead fucking with the system?
Amen to that. Fuck the system up.
Today's episode is brought to you by Vintage Alternative. Join Ryan Hamilton in a journey through alternative, grunge, and all things 90s. You can find Vintage Alternative on YouTube at Vintage Alternative.